this class is about sciatica and the sciatic nerve. And a lot of people suffer from sciatica. And what happens, what I usually tell people is that once you've inflamed the sciatic nerve, it doesn't just go away because it needs time for inflammation to go down. And so I just want everybody to briefly look at this, where this starts. Okay, so it starts, so the sciatic nerve comes off between your fourth and fifth lumbars, and also part of the sacral nerves, and it travels down through the back of your leg, and then it branches off to connect with other nerves, and it can go all the way down into your foot, into your big toe, when it's been irritated for a long time. And so when somebody comes to me and they have sciatica, I say, up to where do you feel it? And so say it's to their foot, and then we work. And then I say, okay, so when they come back the next session, I go, so where is it now? And they go, okay, so it's about here, and it's radiating from here to here. But it's out of the foot. So I know that what we were doing is successful. So if you're dealing with sciatica, and each time you work on it, the pain moves up the body, up the nerve pathway. That's what you want it to have happen, okay? So that means that the inflammation is coming, the pressure is coming off, inflammation is decreasing. So the pain will shift back up until finally the inflammation is down, okay? So never measure it as, I still have pain. Measure it as where it's moving up, okay? Now, it's important to understand that, so when you're looking at it yourself, what do you do? How do you fix it? Where do you check, okay? So the first place you're checking is compression. Is there any compression? Is there a bulging disc? Is there a herniated disc? Is there spinal stenosis? Is there spondylolisthesis? And so the point is that it doesn't matter which of those things that it comes from. What matters is that you're getting rid of pain factor, okay? And some people, when they're younger, start to experience pain through here because their muscles are so tight. You could have the piriformis muscle tight, the gluteus muscles tight. So part of what you're trying to do is decrease all muscular tension and skeletal compression all along the pathways to try and calm the nerve, okay? And so when you come into here and you look at that the gluteus maximus comes off of here, so covers this, the piriformis comes off of here and attaches here. You've got the gluteus medius and minimus that come down through here. And then from your sit bone, you have, this is your ischium, your sit bone, you have external rotators that also come through here and attach here. So if all of that's super tight, then you've got to sort out which parts of where the pathway is your problem. Okay, so that's important. You don't just have sciatica. Where and why? And then go through specific routines to see which help your pattern. Okay? But always know that the further it gets down your leg into your foot is that it's actually been there for a long time. Your body's been working on it, and it's going to take longer for it to improve. Okay? So if you're already feeling just local in this area, off your spine and to your hip, that's the quicker you get to working on it is the quicker that there will be a decrease in inflammation and pain. Okay, so let's go through. We're going to go through different routines that should help you. Okay. Now, given the fact that the nerve comes up through here into lumbar 4, lumbar 5, and into the sacral roots, it's important to get horizontal movement in the pelvis. Okay, so we're gonna work differently. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna work on your gluteus maximus. Okay, so let me just demonstrate on my back where we're gonna be working. And you can use, actually let's use the black ball for this. So you're gonna start up where your pelvic bone goes right in that corner, right where it goes into the sacrum. And you're gonna roll down to the side of your thigh bone, just below the top. You're gonna roll down a little bit longer. And you're gonna roll down. And then the last part, just above your tailbone, you're gonna stay there, and then you're gonna roll all the way out. So that's also where your piriformis is too. So your piriformis is one of your external rotators. And that's because the sciatic notch comes through there, that is an area that very often is so tight that people, it's so tight that could just be it. If someone's a super athlete, it could be just muscular tightness that could be causing it. So let's go. Okay, it's also very common, by the way, when a woman is pregnant, bearing the extra body weight down into the pelvis, that there could be compression. So this is all about checking out what you've got going in this part of your body. So take that ball right to the top, feel the curve in the pelvic bone right near the sacrum. So you're going to just stay right there. Extend that right leg. Be balanced on your left leg. Be up on your forearms. Stay right there. And now you're going to pull your body backwards and to the left and let the muscle fibers go out. So feel for the top of your thigh bone. Go out to the side of your thigh. And take that ball back up and take it halfway down your sacrum. Be on the right side of your sacrum. Get all of your body weight there. Stay there. Stay there. And now shift your body to the left and let that ball start to come, keep your body weight down, let that ball start to widen out. So you're widening out from the sacrum. And now turn onto your side and pull your body direction of your head and let that ball go down the side of your leg and come off the ball. And last part is just above your tailbone. So take that ball down. You're still on that right side. You're letting your body weight go down here. Take a couple breaths here. And now start to, so you're going to come up on your hands, and you're going to pull your body backwards, and you're going to come just off the sacrum here. Stay right in here. So just lift your leg for a moment and let it go. Let all your weight come down. And lift your leg a little bit and let all your weight come down. And now start to move that ball out a little bit and press your body weight down here. Stay right here. Inhale and exhale. Let your body weight come down. Stay here, stay here, stay here. Turn the leg out, turn the leg in, turn the leg out, turn the leg in. So we're going deeper to what's called your piriformis. Move your body weight out a little bit more. Lean to the right. Get your body weight here. Turn your leg in, turn your leg out, turn your leg in, turn your leg out. And now start to turn onto that side and let that ball roll right to the top of your thigh bone. It's called your greater trochanter. So that's where this muscle, the piriformis, attaches. Stay here. Turn your foot in, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out, turn it in, turn it out. Now, slide your right leg down. So we're staying on that right side. And get that ball up
to the very top of your pelvic bone. So I just want you to put your body weight down into the top of your pelvic bone, not in your hip, in your pelvic bone. Press your body weight here. Move the ball just a little bit forward on the top of the pelvic bone. Move the ball a little bit backwards on the top of the pelvic bone so that you're getting your chest a little bit up towards the ceiling. You're twisting a little bit. Stay here. So you're stimulating the top of the bone. And now come back more on your side, and I want you to pull your body direction of your head, and you're going to let that ball go down and stay here. Let that ball go in deeper. So these are your gluteus medius and minimus. So these can be really gripped muscles that are really tight that pull your pelvis to the top of your thigh bone, compressing everything in. It can cause compression into the lumbar spine and the sacrum. And pull your body direction of your head and let that ball go right down to the top of your thigh bone. So let that ball push down into the top of your thigh bone. Just stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Let the ball go a little bit backwards so you're just rolling around the top of that thigh bone. Pick up the leg a little bit and drop it down. And pick up that leg a little bit and drop it down. And turn it in and turn it out. And turn it in and turn it out. And now move that ball a little bit forward, around the top of that thigh bone, press down and in. Pick up the leg and drop it. And pick up the leg and drop it. And pick up the leg and drop it. Press your body weight down here. And come off the ball. And just lie down for a moment and just feel the effects of that. So just that little bit that we did so far. Turn the leg in and out. Just want you to feel that. Feel what happens in the hips, in the lower back. And then bend your knees up, turn over onto a side, and let's do that on the left side. So we're going to start with up at the top of the pelvis, top of the sacrum, and we're going to roll. We're going to do this from 3 places. So gluteus maximus rolling down, coming out to the side just below the top of the thigh bone, taking it down halfway, doing that again, and then the lower just before the tailbone. We're going to stay in there. We're going to add the piriformis in here. Stay in here, stay in here, and work out to the insertion. So let's do that. So get that ball right up to the top of the pelvic bone that's closest in towards the spine. Put some pressure there. Put some pressure there. Now shift your body to the right and behind you so that ball starts angling down. It starts going down and out to the left. Extend that leg and let that ball roll out to the side just below the joint to the side of your thigh bone. So put pressure there right into the side of the thigh bone. Stay there, stay there, stay there. And take that ball back up and put it halfway down on your sacrum. So keep your weight on the sacrum. Press all your weight there. And then move your body over to the right. Get some weight here. Get some weight here. Extend the leg out. Begin to move that ball out and down a little bit to the left. So just shift your body to the right and slightly behind you. And start to turn onto your side. And come out. Let that ball come below the hip joint, right into the side of your thigh bone. And now take the ball out and put it just above your tailbone. So keep your body weight there. Get all your body weight down here. Move your body directly to the right and let that ball be just the lower part of your sacroiliac joint. Keep some body weight there. Move your body over to the right. Let that ball come across the lower part of the buttock. Stay there. Press your body weight in. You can extend that leg out. Keep your body weight there. Stay there. Whichever one feels better, that you get more pressure in. Legs straight or bend. Stay here. Stay here. Move your body to the right a little bit more. Stay here. Extend that leg out. Put direct pressure down here now as we start to turn more onto the side. Keep your body weight here, pressing straight down. Start to turn your body on its side a little. Let that ball start coming out the side, right above your thigh bone, right at the top of the joint. Stay there. Take 2 or 3 breaths, pressing that ball down here. Stay in here. Move the ball a little bit forward. Stay in here. Turn your leg in and your foot in and out. Turn your leg in and out. Turn your leg in and out. Pick up your leg and drop it. Let that ball sink in more. Pick up that leg. Let it go. Let that ball sink in more. And now slide that leg down and let that ball come right to the top of your pelvis. Get it way up at the top of your pelvis. Press some weight there. Take some breaths. Move the ball a little bit backwards along the top of the pelvic bone. Stay here. Stay here. Stimulating the top of your pelvis. Take the ball backwards a little bit more. Stay here. Breathing. Stimulate the top of the pelvis. Now let that ball go a little bit forward. So from the side, now just bring it a little bit forward. Stay here. Stay here. Press into the top of the pelvis. Stimulate the pelvic bone. Bring the ball back to the side. And now you're going to pull your body direction of your head and let that ball roll down a little bit. Press in here. Press in here. So this is your gluteus medius and minimus. Very strong grippers that can tighten the whole pelvis and tighten your thigh bone up into the pelvis. So stay in here. Turn your leg in. Turn your leg out. Turn your leg in. Turn your leg out. Let your body weight come down here. Stay. Stay. And pull your body direction of your head again and let that ball push down against the top of your thigh bone. And get your body weight here. Stay here. Stay here. Pick the leg up and let it come down. And pick the leg up and let it come down. And pick the leg up. Let it come down. Get all of your weight right here. Turn the leg in. Turn the leg out. Turn the leg in. Turn the leg out. Turn the leg in. Turn the leg out. And let your body weight come down here. And come off the ball. And lie on your back. And just let the 2 sides settle into the mat. So just feel all that. So that's your starting point. And now I want
want you to bend your knees up and just turn over and roll over onto your left side and sit up. So now, so we've worked here, and now we're going to work from the ischium, the sit bone, all the way up and around, so that if there's any pressure in here, we are going to release that femoral head out, taking the inflammation off of this point, off of here. So take that ball. So we're going to go around the joint. So those of you that know the work, we're going to work around the joint very deeply. Okay, so let's go to the right side. And you can use the gold ball as a headrest. And I want you to take that ball just above your thigh bone. So right at the top of the joint. So I want you to stay there. So you're in the joint, not on the femur, not on the thigh bone. So I want you to stay there and press. So I want you to inhale, raise that leg up. Exhale, press down into that ball. And now I want you to pull your body in the direction of your head so that ball pushes your thigh bone down. And I want you to stretch that leg out so that the ball goes higher in the pelvis. And then back into the joint. Turn the leg in, turn the leg out, turn the leg in, turn the leg out, turn the leg in, turn the leg out, and slowly lower that leg to just off the floor. Stay there with that leg off the floor. And slide that leg down and lift up there. So you're trying to get the pressure out of around the joint here. And do the opposite. Use your left foot that's in the floor to help you move your body direction of your head and push down at the top of that thigh bone. And bring the ball back into the joint and release. And take that ball a little bit further backwards. So I want you to press, before we do anything, I want you to press down into the joint. And inhale, raise that leg up. Exhale, I want you to press down into that joint. Keep the leg up. I want you to use your left foot to push into the floor, to slide your body up towards your head, and let that ball go down into your thigh, creating space in the joint. And now let that ball go back into the joint, and stretch that right leg out more, and let that ball lift up out of the joint, and let that ball go right back in there. Turn your foot in, turn your foot and leg out, turn your foot and leg in, turn your foot and leg out. Now slowly lower to just off the floor. Extend that leg out. Now push that left foot into the floor and let that ball go down into your thigh, pushing that femur down. And then do the opposite. Extend that right leg out and let that ball lift up into the buttock. And bring the ball into the joint and drop your leg. And adjust that ball, the gold ball in your neck, and take that ball around a little bit more. So I want you to pick up your gluteus muscle, your buttock, and get that ball underneath it. It's got to get deep here. Inhale, raise that leg up. Exhale, I want you to press down into the ball. I want you to push that left foot into the floor and let that ball push down into the top of your thigh. And then I want you to do the opposite. Stretch that right leg out. You can use your hands to help you extend out and let that ball go up into the buttock and then back into the joint. Turn your leg in, turn your leg out, turn your leg in, turn your leg out. And slowly extend that leg, extend it to just off the floor. Really work to extend that heel. And again, let that ball push down into the thigh. Use that left foot to help you move the body. And do the opposite. Extend that right leg out. Extend it, extend it, extend it. Let the ball roll up into the buttock so the nerve comes through here.
and bring it back into the joint and let that leg come down and take the ball out. Extend the legs out. Feel that side of the joint. Feel that right joint. And now take the ball onto the same right side. This time we're going to roll down the side of the thigh, so down the IT band. So we're just going to roll down halfway. So I want you to stack your legs, have your right upper arm underneath your side. That helps to keep your body lifted. Take your body weight here, really press that femur, that thigh bone into the acetabulum. Stay there, stay there. So as you do this, this creates the opposite effect afterwards. It will help decompress that joint. So if it's very tight and compressed, it'll create more space where the nerve goes through. Stay here. Micro shift the ball a little backwards. Press. And micro shift the ball a little forward and press. Stay here. Deliberately press that bone at different angles into the joint. And come off the ball and take the ball down about a third of the way. Come back on. Keep all your body weight there. You can put the other foot on the floor for support. I want you to flex the foot, point the foot, flex the foot, point the foot, flex the foot, point the foot, let go, let your body weight go deeper, stimulating the bone, which helps to release the nerve pathway in the back of the leg. And take that ball, come off the ball, take that ball down about halfway or a little bit beyond halfway and come back up and stay there. Use your body weight there. Keep letting your body weight press in and flex the foot and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex and point and let go and stay there and just feel how you can penetrate deeper into the bone, which affects more the hip joint. Stay here, stay here, stay here, letting your hip go towards the floor, the side of your hip. And take it down one more time to 2/3, because the closer you get to the knee, the more you can release any compression in the hip. So get your body weight here. Use your left hand and your right forearm to hold you up, or put a black ball at your hip joint. And flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and let go, and stay here. Stay here, and as your body weight sinks down, I want you to stay here and breathe and feel what this is doing in the hip joint. See how the femoral head is releasing out of the joint, taking pressure out of the pathway of the sciatic nerve. And take the ball out and lie on your back for a moment. And just take a couple breaths and just feel that side. Feel how there's greater length. The hip joint feels freer. There's pressure out of the hip to the femur, and the hip and the pelvis to the lower back. And then let's do the same thing on the left side. So first we're going to work around the joint, and then we're going to go down the side of the leg. So pick up that hip and put that ball right at the top of the joint. Keep that left forearm supporting you at your side. Use your right hand for support and balance. First, just put pressure right here. Let that ball go deep into the top of the joint. And inhale and lift the leg up. Exhale, press your body weight down. And use that right foot for balance and to help you move. So first, push that right foot into the floor and let that ball push down at the top of your thigh bone, down into the thigh bone. And then extend that left leg out nice and long so that ball rolls up into the pelvis. Really stretch that. Then bring the ball back into the joint. Keep that leg up. Turn the leg in. Turn the leg out. Turn the leg in. Turn the leg out. Bring it to neutral. Slowly lower to just off the floor. Extend it out. So from here, push that right foot into the floor and let that ball push down into the side of the thigh. Extend the leg out. Let that ball roll up into the pelvis. Extend that leg. Let that ball roll up into the pelvis. And bring the ball back into the joint. Turn the leg in. Turn the leg out. Turn the leg in. Turn the leg out. And drop it. Now take that ball a little bit backwards around the joint. Press your body weight in there. Inhale, raise the leg up high. Exhale, press down into the ball. Use your right foot to push down into the floor to lower that leg, pushing that ball against the thigh bone, trying to push it down and out of the joint a little bit. And then do the opposite. Extend that leg out nice and long. Extend it. Let that ball roll up into your buttock, more into the side of your buttock, into your gluteus medius and minimus. And then back into the joint. And turn your leg in. Turn your leg out. Turn your leg in. Turn your leg out. Keep that leg extended. Slowly lower to just off the floor. Extend it, extend it, extend it, extend it. Turn your leg in, turn your leg out, turn your leg in, turn your leg out, push the foot into the floor, and really push. Work to push that thigh bone down out of the joint, really push it down, and do the opposite. Extend that leg just off the floor, extend it out, extend it out, extend it out. Feel that ball go up into the gluteus medius and minimus, and then back into the joint. And lower your leg, let it drop down. And now pick up the buttock and roll that ball backwards. Try to get it deeper under the gluteus maximus. Press down here into the ball. Inhale, raise that leg up. Exhale, press down into the ball. Use that right foot for balance. Move, extend that leg out. Let that ball lift up through here. Really let it lift up the buttock. Now do the opposite. Push that foot into the floor, let that ball go down into the thigh bone. Press your thigh bone down into the ball, really help move it down more. And now take the ball back into the joint. Turn the leg in, turn the leg out, turn the leg in, turn the leg out. Slowly lower to just off the floor. Just off the floor. Extend that leg out. You're just off the floor. Push that, extend that leg out. Roll up into the buttock. Extend that leg out. Do the opposite. Push the foot into the floor. Press down here. Really press into the ball and help that ball slide the femur down. Really slide that femur out from the joint. And then bring the ball back into the joint. Turn the leg in, turn the leg out, turn the leg in, turn the leg out, and raise the leg a little bit, drop it, let go, press right into the joint there, and come off the ball. Turn back onto the left side, and let's put that ball right so that the top of your thigh bone, not above your thigh bone, but the top side, right up on top of the ball. And get your body weight here. Put all your body weight here. And take the ball a little backwards. Put direct pressure on the femur. Really press it, stimulate the bone from different angles into the joint. And micro shift the ball a little forward, press a little forward, press there, press there, press there, press there. And bring it back to the side. And come off the ball, take the ball down about a third of the way, and come back on the ball. So really try and get that upper arm underneath you to keep that side of the body lifted. Use your right hand also to keep you up and balanced. Get your body weight here. And now use your top foot, let it help you balance. I want you to point and flex and point and flex and point and flex and let it go. Stack the legs if you can. Penetrate more deeply into the bone. And come off the ball, take the ball halfway down, come back up on the ball. Put direct pressure right here. Point and flex and point and flex. Use your top foot for balance behind you. Point and flex and point and flex. And relax. Put the other foot, stack it. Stay here. Breathe. And one more. Take it to 2/3. And come back up. Use your front hand for balance and to keep you up. And use that top foot for balance and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex and point and flex and let it go. Press, 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 press. Feel that in the hip. Feel that releasing some of the pressure into the hip. And come off the ball. And lie on your back for a moment. And feel that work. And then bend your knees and come over onto a side. And slowly sit up. So, because the sciatic nerve comes through the back of the leg, we're going to release, because you could have just an inflammatory situation going all the way down. So as you work through the back of the leg, what happens is you can start decreasing any inflammatory radiation down through here. So take that ball to that right sit bone. And just move your body forward so that ball lifts up on the buttock. And then let that ball go forward into the thigh. And move your hips forward and use your body weight to really lift up on the buttock. And let that ball go down into your thigh. And do it again. Let that ball really lift the buttock and let it go down into the thigh. And now I want you to pull your body backwards. Pull your body backwards. And let that ball go just into the hamstring tendons. So inhale, you're going to lift your body weight up, and exhale, you're going to press here. So as you press here, I want you to really take that ball all the way in, and then let it spread all the way out. This is really important, really spreading it
Take it back to the center and really keep the legs straight and really press down and let that ball widen more to the inner side of the thigh and press down into the tendons and let them widen out. Take that ball down halfway. Inhale. Exhale, let your body weight press down here. Stay here. Take a couple breaths here. And let that ball spread out all the way to the right. Really stay there. Let it spread. Let it keep spreading. The hamstring muscles keep spreading, creating more space for the nerve pathway so you're lessening compression. And bring it back in towards the center. Press down, and as you press down, just shift your weight out to the right and just stay there and just keep spreading. Breathing, spreading the pathways through the hamstrings. Stay there, spreading, back in towards the center. Take that ball down halfway, or take it down to 2/3. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, I want you to get your body weight here. Press. So if you can't bend forward and you're all the way back here, it's still okay. You can still press down and then you can still spread that ball out. So what you want to do is take time to spread. Stay there. Really spread. Bring it back to the center and then staying straight. Shift your weight to the right. Stay there. Spread. So you're widening the back of your thigh. So if there's any tightness in these pathways, that you're taking pressure off the nerves, you're creating more space. Come back to the center. Last one down to about 2/3. So you're inhaling, lifting, exhaling, pressure down. Stay there. And let that ball spread out to the right. I want you to spread it. Don't move fast. I want you to stay there with your weight and keep spreading that ball out. Keep spreading it out. Stay there. So you're really working to widen out the bicep femoris, your lateral hamstring, giving more space. Everything gets stuck together via fascia. So the more you give space, that takes pressure off the nerve, and that gives more function to the muscle and improve circulation. So come back to the center, stay here. Now shift your weight to the right, but you're thinking widening the back of your thigh. Stay here and think widening. Keep the pressure consistent. You're not turning that leg out. It's going to want to flop out. Don't. Just keep thinking pressure down and widening the back of the leg. Stay there. Take even breaths. And come off the ball. And you can sit up and you can feel the difference in that leg. What happens when you work that way? The leg gets longer and fuller. More pressure out of the hip. So let's do that on the left side. So take that ball to the left sit bone. And you're going to move your body forward and back so the ball goes into the hamstrings. And then shift the ball, let that ball lift up on your buttocks, separating that buttock away from your hamstrings. And then let that ball go down into the thigh. Really trying to separate and begin to unwind the hamstring muscles. And then lift up on the buttock, separating the gluteus muscles. And then back into the sit bone. And now extend that leg and take that ball right into the hamstring tendons. And inhale and lift up. And exhale, I want you to press down here. Press. Now as you press here, I want you to shift that ball out to the left just a little bit. Stay there. Breathe. Put pressure there. Stay there. Shift your body to the right a little more and let the ball come out so you're widening out the space where the nerves
where the sciatic nerve comes through and down into the femur, down the back of the leg. Stay here, just keep widening, widening, widening the space just below the sit bone. And bring that ball back to the bottom of your sit bone. Direct pressure down, and now shift your body weight out to the left and let that ball widen to the inner side. Stay there with all of your weight. Breathe, breathe. Shift your body weight more, let that ball spread out more to the inner side of your thigh. Stay there, spread, spread. Stay there, breathe. Bring it back to the center. Pull your body backwards. Take that ball down about halfway. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, let your body weight come down. So first, just stay there using your body weight. Take some nice breaths there using your body weight. Now shift your body to the right and let that ball begin to spread out to the left. Stay there, breathe. Put direct pressure out with your body shifting to the right. So you're really widening out the back of the leg. Shift your body to the right, let that ball spread out to the left a little more. Stay there, breathe. Take nice easy breaths as you do this. You're just thinking you're widening the back of the leg as much as possible to allow space for the 3 hamstring muscles, space for the sciatic nerve to pass through without getting stuck or irritated. And bring that ball back to the center. Keep that leg straight. Inhale, exhale, press down, and now you're going to shift that ball to the inner side. Stay here, breathe. Press down, shift your body weight to the left. Let that ball widen out. Just widening out the back of your thigh. Stay here, gentle, easy breathing. Keep that leg straight. Keep that leg from the thigh bone to the knee, to the calf, to the heel, straight. Keep breathing, letting the back of the leg spread. Come back to the center. One more time. Roll, pull that ball, your body backwards. Let that ball go down to about 2/3. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, press your body weight down. So you're going to just stay here with your body weight down. Stay here with your body weight down. And again, I said before, you can be all the way back here, but it's about consistent pressure down and then widening out. So move your body to the right, let that ball press down and widen. So it's a downward weight bearing and then widening that ball out to the left. Taking your normal breaths here. Getting more width in the back of the leg. Move your body a little bit more to the right. Let that ball spread out to the left. Stay here and breathe. Take the ball back to the center. And now we're going to move that. Inhale, exhale, press down. You're going to move your body to the left. And that ball is going to start going to the inner side. So I want you to feel the difference in the two sides. Maybe you can't widen the same on one leg or the other. Stay with consistent pressure down. Shift your body weight more to the left. Stay with consistent pressure down. Stay here. Breathe. Move your body weight more to the left. Keep the body weight down here. Stay here and breathe. Move your body weight more to the left, so you're right on the inner side. Press down, stay there. Get the width behind in the back of your thigh. And come off the ball. Extend both legs out nice and long. Feel what that did in the back of your legs, in the back of your hips, in your sit bones, in your spine. And now we're going to you're going to take that golf ball, and we're going to just do a little bit of work in the abdominal area, because your hip flexors have everything to do with sciatica. The tighter all of this gets, when you go to stand up, it's direct pressure in the back, into the lower lumbar, into the sacrum. Okay, so we're gonna work up one side easy, work up the other side easy, work the center, and then we're gonna go on to the next piece. So you're gonna take that ball, and you're gonna put your right pelvic bone right down on the ball, and you're gonna put direct pressure there. So you're on your forearms, direct pressure down into this ball. Stay there so you can be up on your toes and forearms, or you can bring your knees down. You get more direct pressure when you put pick up your knees. And before we go into the abdomen, I want you to do the opposite. So I want you to shift your body weight to the left, and so that you're using your body weight to spread the front of the pelvic bone out. Inhale, exhale, put your body weight down here, and then shift your body to the left and start to widen out the right side of the pelvis. Inhale, exhale. I want you to press down here, really press and stimulate the bone. Then shift your body weight to the left and feel that ball widening out the front of your pelvis, which takes pressure off the lower back. Now bring that ball back onto the pelvic bone and now into your lower abdomen. Come up on your left forearm, extend your right leg. Inhale and exhale, extend that leg nice and long. Inhale, big breath to the ball. Exhale, extend the arm and leg super long. Bring your pubic bone down towards the floor. So that helps get that ball deeper to the psoas and iliacus muscles. Inhale. Exhale, extend the leg more. Bring the pubic bone down towards the floor. Now I want you to shift your body to the left and use that ball to widen out your right side of your pelvis. Don't drop the left hip to the floor. Inhale. Exhale as you get your weight there. I want you to widen out that right hip. Extend that right leg. Inhale. Exhale. Keep extending out the right leg. Shifting your body to the left. Widening out that pelvis. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Let your body weight come down. Keep the weight in the right side. Shift your body to the left. Keep widening out the right side of the pelvis. Stay there, widening it out. And release. And take the ball out. Bring it to the other side of your pelvis. So get that pelvic bone, left pelvic bone, right on the ball. Bring your body weight straight down. You're up on your toes and forearm. If this is hard, you can put a gold ball in your chest. So stay here. Inhale. Exhale. Press that left side of the pelvis down. Inhale. Exhale. Press down. Keep your weight on the left side. Inhale. Exhale. As you press down, I want you to shift your body to the right and move and widen out that bone, that left pelvic bone. Inhale. Exhale. Press your body weight down into the pelvic bone. Shift your body to the right, widening out the whole pelvis on the left side. Inhale. Exhale. Let your body weight come down. Shift your body weight to the right. Widen out that pelvic bone. Widen it out. Widen it out. Now bring the ball back right so the the pelvic bone is right down. Shift your body to the left now. Let that ball slide into your lower abdomen. Use your right forearm to hold you up. Extend through that left arm and left leg. Inhale. Expand your abdomen out to the ball. Exhale, extend that left leg, extend that left arm. Inhale. Inhale some more, push your belly out. Exhale, extend that leg, extend that arm. Bring the pubic bone towards the floor. Inhale. Inhale some more. Get your belly out to the ball. Exhale, extend your leg out. Bring that pubic bone towards the floor. Lift and widen the ribs, so those ribs should not be touching the ball. Now we're going to widen out. So inhale. Exhale. As you exhale, you're taking your body to the right, and you're letting that ball push on the inner side of the pelvis to widen it. Inhale. Inhale some more. Inhale some more. Exhale. You're going to widen out that pelvic bone. Widen it out from the abdomen. Widen it out. Don't drop to the right. Keep the weight on the left side. Inhale. Inhale some more. Exhale as you empty your weight. Shift your body weight to the right. Keep insisting on widening out that pelvic bone. On widening out that pelvic bone some more. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Get your body weight down. Use it to now shift that ball. Keep pushing that left pelvic bone out, away from center, and exhale. And release. And take the ball out. And now, last thing we're going to do is we're going to decompress the lumbar spine. So it's going to look like this. You're going to take that black ball out at the top of your pelvis. And you're going to roll it in right into L5 area, the top of the sacrum L5. And then you're going to lift up, 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 up. Okay, so we're going to literally cross through here, which is where all the compression is. And then we're going to extend the leg, and that ball is going to lift up from S1 to L5, from L5 to L4, L3 to L2, L2 to L1, to try and decompress the lumbar area, to take pressure off where there could possibly be a bulging disc or a herniated disc that's causing inflammation, causing the inflammation exactly where the sciatic nerve comes off of. So take that ball out. So if this is the side of the pelvis and your spine, about halfway. Okay, so you're going to be, the ball's going to be in the back, so you're in the back side, right at the top. Stay there for a couple breaths. Now move the ball. You're tracing along the top of your pelvic bone. Move it in towards your spine. Stay there a little bit. Take some breaths there. Press your body weight down there. So your weight's in your hands, and you're controlling how much weight you get come down into the ball. Shift your body to the right and let that ball come in a little bit, so you're going to feel it becomes harder, because this is a muscle called your quadratus lumborum. It starts along the top of your pelvis and then attaches to your lumbar vertebrae. So we want to decompress that muscle. So stay here, press. That ball's coming right into the side. Now let the ball feel with your hand. So you want to feel with the hand right when the ball is pressing right into above your pelvis, right into your fifth lumbar. Okay, so get the ball there. Lean to the right and let that ball angle in towards your fifth lumbar vertebra. So I want you to stay here. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to press more weight into the right side here. So the way you know you're here too is if you shift your body up, that ball will press into that top of your pelvis there. Stay here. Breathe. Press that fifth lumbar down into the ball. Stay here and breathe. Now, with your body weight down, slide that right heel forward and let that ball lift up to L4. Stay here. Take a few breaths. If it's hard to hold yourself up on your forearms, you can also lean with the gold ball here. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to press that L4, your fourth lumbar, into that ball. Inhale. Exhale. Press the fourth lumbar down against the ball, the right side of it. Slide that heel forward. Let that ball lift up to L3. Inhale. Exhale. I want you to press, deliberately press down here. You're trying to decompress and take pressure off the nerve. Inhale. Exhale. Press down here. Keep your body weight right where that ball is. Inhale. Bring your breath there. Exhale. Press down. Slide your heel forward. Let that ball go up to L2. Stay here on this angle. Inhale. And exhale. I want you to press down. So my hips are lifted a little bit so I can get more weight right where the ball is. Inhale. Exhale. You can also hold the back of your head. Press down into the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Press right where that ball is. Inhale. Exhale. Press. Slide that heel a little bit more and you're in L1. Keep your weight onto that right forearm so that you can angle right into your first lumbar vertebra. Inhale. And exhale. Press into the ball. Inhale. Exhale. Press there. Stay there. Lift your hips. Curl them up so you get more weight there. Inhale. And exhale. Press there. And come off the ball. And lie on your back for a moment so you feel that side. I want you to really feel what that does. How that lifts you out of your lower back. How it keeps the pressure out of that area. Where so many times this is the source of where sciatica is coming from. And now bend your knees up, turn over on your side, and let's do that same work on the left side. So take that ball right into the top of the pelvis, a little bit backwards from being completely on your side. Put some pressure there. Get your body weight there. Press the top of the pelvis down against the ball. Stay there for a couple breaths, really pressing. And now move your body weight forward. Let that ball roll backwards a little bit. Keep your body weight here. Take a few breaths here. Move your body weight a little more forward. Take a breath here. Press down. And so you'll feel which side is tighter. So which side has greater stress, greater tension, greater compression. So that's the side that's probably affecting the area where you're getting the nerve inflammation. Stay here. Press right here. Press right here. And bring that ball in a little bit more. So because you're angling in from the side, this is safe. You're not putting direct pressure down on any of the vertebrae. And once you get to the vertebrae, you are decompressing by lifting up on each one. Inhale. Exhale. Let the weight come down here. Really press here. Inhale. Exhale. Let the weight come down. Now feel with your hand in the back. Take your hand and just feel where the top of the pelvis is, where the fifth lumbar is. Now roll that ball right alongside the fifth lumbar. Press in there. Make sure that ball is right above the pelvic bone, angling into fifth lumbar here. Inhale. Exhale. Press that ball, angling into the side, the left side of fifth lumbar. Inhale. Exhale. Press down here so the pelvis curls up a little bit so you can get pressure here. Inhale. Exhale. Press here. Slide that left heel down and roll the ball up to L4. Inhale. Exhale. Press that ball, angle it into L4. Keep the hips lifted. Don't drop them down to the floor. Inhale. Get your breath here. Exhale, lean and get that ball pressing into L4. Inhale. Exhale, press into L4, slide that leg down, that heel down, and slide that ball up into L3. Press there. Inhale. As you exhale, bear weight into the side of L3. Extend that leg out. Inhale. And exhale, press that ball into the side of L3. Inhale. Exhale, press that ball into the L3, ball to L3. Slide that heel down, that whole leg down, get that ball up, pressing up into L2. Inhale. Exhale as your weight come down, pressing into L2. Inhale. Exhale. Get your weight there. Press L2 against the ball. Slide that leg down and go up to L1. Lean to your left. Get that ball angling into L1. If this is hard on your head, hold on to the back of your neck. Inhale. Or use the gold ball to support your back. Inhale. Exhale. You're going to press L1 against that ball. Inhale. Breathe to where the ball is, not just an inhalation. Inhale to where the ball is. Exhale, press. Curl your pelvis up a little bit. Press into the side of L1. Inhale. Exhale, press into the side of L1. Slide your body down. Lift up a little bit. Come off the ball. And lie on your back. Extend your legs out. Extend your arms alongside your body. Take some breaths. Feel that work that we just did. So tune into your buttocks, your gluteus maximus, medius, and minimus, and feel the work we did there, widening out. The piriformis, that lower part when we were working in the buttocks, that went out to the top of your thigh bones. Feel how we worked around the hips to create more width there, to more space there as the sciatic nerve comes through there and down into the femur. That there's more space so there can be less inflammation buildup. We work down the IT area to release the femoral heads from the joint. We worked down the hamstrings to really widen the space behind the thigh where the sciatic nerve comes through. And then we worked into the lower back, decompressing and getting as much space as possible between each of the lumbar vertebrae to take pressure to break the downward pattern of the spine into this area and to decompress to get as much space between each of those vertebrae as possible. So just breathe there, feel this whole area. So when you're in an acute state of sciatica, some of this might be painful, so you skip the parts that are painful. Some of them might be a good pain. But if you do this consistently, you will find that you will improve your sciatica. And you will also find that if you've had it before and you're afraid to get it again, if you do this, you will, chances are, not get it again. But I would recommend much more other routines to add in the body rolling that work with this area. So bend your knees up into your chest and hold them there for a moment. And slowly roll over onto a side. Slowly sit up. And once you're sitting up, I want you to stand and walk around a little bit because I want you to feel what this feels like when you've got the weight bearing into your feet. And I hope this was educational, inspiring, so that you can actually do this and get relief and self-heal. And thank you.